The largest mainstream passenger airplane today, the Airbus A380, can carry up to 853 passengers from Sydney to Dubai in around for 14 hours. This flight can cost over $1,000 per person. However, SpaceX's new rocket Starship will able to carry 1,000 passengers from Sydney to Dubai in just 40 minutes at the cost of $600 or even below $600 per person. But how? What's Elon Musk's plan to disrupt the airline industry with his Starships? Since 2012, SpaceX is developing the Starship system, which is reusable super-heavy launch vehicle. It is composed of a booster called Super-Heavy Booster and a Starship spacecraft. Starship will able to transport up to 100 tons of payload to Mars, or up to 200 tons of payload to Earth's orbit. Elon is aiming to launch Starship's first orbital test flight as early as July 2021, after the successful landing of the Starship SN-15 prototype. And Elon believe that when the Starship will be ready for human spaceflight, it will able to carry about 1,000 passengers from one point to another point on the Earth at the same time. He said the number of passengers will be around 1,000, as there will be only couch and no toilets, pilot area of food gallery needed. Most flight width will only be 15 to 20 minutes. It's basically an ICBM traveling on a Mach 25 that lands. Elon presented its plan in 2017, envisioning suborbital spaceflight between spaceport offshore from the major cities. These launch and landing facilities would be far enough to reduce the disruption of a rocket launch noise levels and sonic boom produced by landing vehicles. Are connected to fly by a high-speed form of transportation such as speedboat or Hyperloop. He had also revealed that no super-heavy booster will be required for the suborbital flights. In order to meet thrust requirements, a single-stage suborbital Starship spacecraft will include additional 2 or 4 Raptor engines. Suborbital Starship will travel at the speed of 27,000 kilometers per hour. So most flights would only be around 20 or 30 minutes. SpaceX even estimated time of the flights on their website. Before moving further, please make sure you subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get the notification of new videos from this channel. The first test flight will begin as early as 2022, and might start flight passengers by 2030. As SpaceX have to reach a safety rating which is on par with traditional airline industry. The Starship would have to reach a mortality rate of just 1 death for every 60 million passengers. SpaceX also have to reduce the cost of tickets of their space flights in order to compete with all airlines. So what will be the cost of a single flight of Starship? When SpaceX will start mass production of Starship, it will only cost $5 million, which is far less than the cost of building an Airbus A380, which is about $400 million. The cost of Starship per flight will be negligible because it is reusable for several thousand times. Elon also said that the lifespan of the Starship will also be similar to regular airplanes, which is about 27 years. At first, SpaceX will have no perfect infrastructure for their airlines, so the cost per ticket will probably around $2,000, which more than the commercial airlines. But still, a lot of people will love to spend more money on Starship flight because Starship flight will be much faster than all airplanes. And people will also get a chance to take the nice view of Earth from space. And once SpaceX will build spaceport, propellant plant, Hyperloop, and perfect infrastructure for Starship suborbital flight, the cost of Starship flight ticket will reduce drastically. So now let's estimate the cost. If SpaceX reduced the cost of propellant to just $50 per ton, the propellant will cost about $50,000. And if we take $350,000 to $400,000 for the day-to-day operation cost, the cost per ticket of Starship flight including SpaceX's profit will be less than $600 or even $500 if SpaceX will make less profit, which is less than the most airline tickets. Then, SpaceX will have a lot of passengers and cargo for the point-to-point travel by Starship. Elon said that a single Starship will have 3 or more flights per day. If there will be over 1,000 Starships operating for point-to-point travel on Earth, so there will be about 1.5 million flights per year. And if SpaceX will make profit of $100,000 per flight, SpaceX will generate the revenue of over $150 billion per year. And before pandemic, airline industry was growing about 5 to 10% every year. And if SpaceX Airline will also grow at the same pace, every year, they can generate the revenue of over $250 billion per year from their airline by the year 2050. Which is a great amount of money. SpaceX will use this extreme amount of money to build self-sustaining city on Mars. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video, comment your views about the video, share this video to support my channel and subscribe for more.